What is up, you guys? This is the Fallout What If you're here, and today I'm going to be doing What If Deku was the Flash. I think it's part 3. Yeah, but anyway. So, yeah, this is going to be, let's say, I think he was, 8 at the time. Let's just cut to when Deku was, 14. Pretty much nothing else has happened over like all those years besides Deku just running around doing a lot of fast things. And also Deku has learned how to throw thunder. Not only that, he has learned how to be much more quicker without showing his lightning. Since he's faster than the speed of sound, he can probably just go behind people and just do a takedown that way. Or sometimes he'll just fight, but most of his power relies on his speed. Having the Speed Force and the God of Speed, Hermes. His powers both combining into making him a Speedster God. So the Speedster part is a freaking, how do I say it? From the Speed Force and the Speed God, Hermes. So basically both powers charging into one unison, making the Speedster God, Deku. So anyway, over the years, Ida has been always, how do I say it? Ida? Yeah, I forgot the younger one. Young Ida, female Ida. So anyway. Deku goes, and they are dating, alright? The mom, she was at first kind of like, she doesn't know, but after, Toya? I think, yeah, his brother Toya, or I forgot what his name, but anyway. After her big brother said that it might be a good change, and after telling his mom that he just raced a kid and he's even faster than him. In fact, that he's so fast that he couldn't even catch up with him at all. Telling her all that stuff, and he's thinking maybe these two could probably, one day get married, have a kid, and this kid will be known as the most powerfulest ingenium in the world, or at least in their family. So the mother's all for it afterwards, but she was setting some ground rules, doing the hand karate chop. So yeah, these two have been dating probably, let's say, when they were 12. Let's say 12. Deku and her going and, just doing a lot of stuff. But since they're young, they don't do any of the, of the naughties. And, let's see. Oh, quick thing. Speaking about speed, if you guys don't know who I was talking about in the freaking, What If Deku was Danny the dog, what I meant to say was his powers are kind of like Tracer's, or what freaking Tracer does in the freaking game, or sometimes where she just phases or does something. I forgot what it truly does, but it's not going like through time and nothing like that right there. It's basically what I just said right now. So, back to the story. Deku and her have been training themselves, well, mostly she has been trained by Deku into using her speed, but she feels kind of inferior to him at times due to the fact that Deku is just always faster than her, or he's infinitely times, to him, she's kind of like going in slow motion. But to her, it's like Deku is going around him 100 times a minute. So, Deku has learned a lot of things, but he also knows that he knows that Ida is trying her best, and he's always rooting for her, saying that you should probably wear boots or what's called heavy weighted boots, weighted clothes to make yourself much more faster, or to get used to that kind of speed. Her thinking that might be a good idea actually does it. And yeah, pretty much that's it for that part. So now, what about Bakugo? Well, Bakugo just he's usually the same as in canon, but he also kind of wants to know, how did Deku get the speed? How did Deku get so fast that he basically killed one person and, you know, the other two people were in a coma? I think that's what I said in the end. But whatever. So that happens, and basically Bakugo's trying to always figure out what he does and how to get that speed. But he remembers the time there was lightning that actually struck Deku. And Bakugo actually doing this once, tasing himself, thinking he was probably becoming fast. He was like, alright, this is how do I say it? This is experiment number 2. I'm going to shock myself while I'm holding a glass of water. And then, right there, he's just fall down to the ground, passed out. Bakugo's mother, Mitsuki, finds Deku adorable due to the fact that he's always wearing the red suit. Or not always wearing the red suit, but sometimes when he's just doing things, he wears it. But yeah, pretty much that's it right there. And let's see, Brokuda is born. Okay, I need to see that one. But anyway. Now, during all his life, people haven't bullied him, so he has this weird confidence within him, always feeling much more better, he feels sometimes a little arrogant at times. And it's not the Speed Force, it's his God powers. Due to the fact that sometimes the gods on Mount Olympus are sometimes cocky. They're sometimes cocky, and Deku somehow developed a little bit of a form of cockiness. Like, you weren't even a challenge, and then just runs away. Not only that, Deku is pretty much done with his whole freaking with his training with what's called Ingenium. He's thinking that maybe he'll just go on his own path. And Ingenium thanking him, and also Ingenium is a bit more faster, or at least a lot more faster. So yeah. Now, anyway, Deku goes and he, let's say it's already the end of the school year. The teacher throws everything up. Bakugo just says, I'm going to be accepted in the hero school. They tell him about Deku, and this is when Bakugo gets kind of mad. But he says, there's no way that this speed freak can actually do anything like that, or be a number 1 hero. He's only fast. That's his thing. And Deku says, yeah, I'm truly the fastest man alive. But that doesn't mean that I'm not somewhat the strongest man alive. And Bakugo says, what do you mean? This is when Deku says, just because I have speed, it doesn't mean that I didn't train in other things. You see, due to my brain being much more faster than most humans would be, I could do a lot more things faster than so much people. And Bakugo says, yeah, what does it do to help you? And this is when Deku grabs out what's called 5-pound weights, And he starts moving it one by one, and then picking up the pace, and then doing it a lot faster. So fast, in fact, that the freaking metal weights are causing a bit of electricity due to Deku's energy just being transferred to it, trying to do all that stuff. So anyway, Bakugo is like looking at this and is like, I did not think that. But he's like, so what? You can carry 5-pound weights. A lot of people can do that. But Deku says, well, that means that I get to actually finish much more quickly without getting tired. Which also means that I can keep this up for a very long time, which means my muscles will develop much more faster than yours. Bakugo is like, but, shut up, you damn nerd. And this is when he just walks out of the classroom. The teacher just trying to yell at him, saying, Bakugo, Katsuki Bakugo, get your butt over here. Katsuki yelling out, eat a fat one. And this is when he's going to be, well, this is when, yeah, pretty much the principal doesn't actually care. It's the last day of school. So Deku leaves and he's just walking. Now, what do you mean walking? Wouldn't he run? Well, yeah, he would run, but it's not like he should always do it every time. You see, Deku likes his speed, but he also likes taking his time. There's something about what's called waiting for something, or how I say it, taking things slow, that makes him really happy. Now, this is when the sludge villain arrives, and Deku's like, oh, wow, you look ugly. Sludge villain kind of gets mad and says, who you calling ugly, freak? Or who you calling ugly, punk? No matter. Just surrender, lie down on the ground, do what you gotta do, because I need to absorb you, or I need your body. Deku's like, oh wow, so we got a pedophile on our hands. Look, kid, this is not a laughing matter. You're no match for me. I can just easily grab you. And this is when Deku is laughing maniacally. Kind of like Nezu when he starts to become much more crazy. Kind of like that. And the sludge villain is like, what are you laughing about? Deku laughing and stopping and saying, oh, I'm sorry. But, sir, you don't know how unlucky you truly are. You could have done it to anybody. You know how funny this is? That I'm going to tell my girlfriend about this? Hold on, I should get a video of this. This is when Deku sets out his camera, and he basically is taking the video. The sludge villain's like, what? Wait, what? And hold on, he's like, wait, what? What does he do? This is when Deku was like, okay, where was I? So you know how unlucky you are? How out of how I don't know how much is Japan's population, but let's say I think 3 billion, 6 billion, or no, yeah, 3 billion probably. I think so. I don't really remember. I forgot their the Japan's population, or the whole freaking China and all that stuff. You know what? Just let me. Out of everybody in the world, you pick me. Out of everybody out of the freaking world, you pick me. And he's like looking at the camera. Ida, do you see this? Do you see what's just happening? He wants to grab me, and there's no way I can escape out of his claws. Or wait, his sludge. Him laughing, and the sludge villain's like, I have enough of this kid. Trying to grab Deku, but like Ultra Instinct, he's right behind him. The sludge villain is like, wait, where did he go? This is when Deku just pokes at him, is like, ugh, this is actually sludge? That's a good thing I brought. Oh, it's a good thing that I have a pencil with me. Oh, jeez. Oh, you haven't even bathed in months. Do you even take a shower? Because I know a place where they have conditioner. This is when the sludge villain's like, ugh, what the heck? How did he get behind me? And Deku says, well, you won the lottery. Stupidity, at least. But I have no time for this. This is when Deku is about to attack him, but All Might comes and says, have no fear. Hold on. Have no fear, because I am here. And he says, what is this kid doing? Kid, please get out of the way. And he just he does his like weird jump, because he doesn't actually move his legs. He just basically does a leap to the sludge villain, punching him, saying, I don't know what his weakest one is, his weakest punch. North Carolina, smash! And basically the sludge is gone. Or did he say something? Did he say a word? No, I don't think he said anything. Oh, but anyway. Deku is right there, and he already dodged like the blow, and he was like, oh wait, my phone in my backpack. He just runs super fast and then gets it, and basically stays in the same position. And this is when All Might's like, young man, it was heroic of you to try to stop the sludge, and I understand that you had to defend yourself, but you could have just ran away. There was no reason to go through, there was no reason to actually, get your hands dirty, or have to put yourself in danger. But but since you did try and to do that, I am going to say thank you, young man. This is when Deku's like, oh, cool, All Might. Sheesh, do I want him to sign? Yeah, just get the pencil. And he's like, crap, different thing. All Might, can you stand here for at least 3 seconds? And this is when he runs all the way to a store and gets a pencil. Technically, he didn't steal it, because he actually just gave them the cash. And he runs all the way to All Might, saying, Mr. All Might, can you sign this for me? And he's, All Might's like, anything for a fan. Now, what's your name, young man? Deku says, my name is Izuku Midoriya. This is when All Might says, well, young Midoriya, I am glad that you have tried to protect yourself and try to be a hero. Now, if you will excuse me, and this is when Deku says, wait. Sorry. Yes, what is it? Deku says, sir, I just wanted to say thank you for helping out this country by being a hero. I want to be like you one day, but I also know that I got my own quirk. He says that because he doesn't want us to just tell anybody, oh yeah, even though you have your own quirk, I have the power of God and science by my side. I wouldn't say anime, but then it's like, he really doesn't actually have it. And Zeus is right there looking at him like, I gave him a power. And he's talking to him like he wants to be him. Kids these days, no respect. But he's turned out to be a fine young man. After all, he is still my champion, which I will need him for one day, at least. This is when freaking All Might says, but Deku says, but I got my own quirk, so I just want to say, if having a speed quirk is truly beneficial for being a hero. He just wants to get All Might's opinion on this and see what he says. And All Might does say, yes, young Midoriya, you could be a hero if you want to. You have to have the will of being a hero. And having a speed quirk like the Ingeniums, you can basically do a lot with it. Or is it the Ida? There's Tenya Ida and there's Ingenium. I kind of forgot. But anyway, he says the Ingeniums, they have speed quirks, well, engine quirks, but they still use their speed. Not only that, they also wear armor to make sure that they are protected of all times, and they can do other things as well with their feet. You can basically do all that. And seeing that you went super fast, I'm not guessing that the fact that you have a speed quirk and aren't just asking for a random question means that you're going to be a good hero one day. Even if you're not number 1, you could still always make number 2 or number 3. I have faith in you, kid. You seem promising. But anyway, I need to be going now. There's urgent things that's happened. But, man, I need a bottle for this. And Deku's like, a bottle? That's when he runs back to the store, giving them the cash. Because let's say there was no bottle in this one. Deku's like, here, let me just drink this. And he just chugs it down as fast as lightning. Now, what's called All My Sight thinking, the young kid over here has speed. What if I gave him all for one? Or one for all? This could probably get him to become stronger. This kid could probably transfer his quirk one day and give us the necessary power that we need to defeat, or no, not to defeat, to what's called. He thinks he's a potential candidate for all for one, or one for all, my bad. And Deku's like, okay, so I got a jet. Or just run. And All Might says, yes, you take care now. And before Deku says bye, All Might says, young Midoriya. Deku says, yeah. Do you, or what's called, since you were talking about being a hero, does that mean you're going to join UA? Deku says, yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. And All Might says, fantastic. Ha ha ha. Well, one day or in the next 10 months, I will be, how you say it? No, wait. I'll see you in school then, young Midoriya. And Deku's like, it will be an honor to learn from you, sir. And All Might says, well, bye. And he he jumps. Now this time, because it was a newer bottle, or because it was a newer bottle, and Deku sealed it shut. This means that All Might doesn't, even though if he drops the bottle, it won't be opened, and freaking All Might didn't have to be rushed too much because he got there a little more earlier, and basically Deku cleaned up the mess much more faster, which means nothing actually happens. Basically, Bakugo, does his, he just plays games and that's it. Not only that, Ida doesn't get worried for Deku, even though he does go to freaking Ida, and she kind of smacks him on the head, saying, do you know how dangerous this is? You could have gotten yourself hurt. And Deku says, well, I could have just faced through him, or just outrun him. He was pretty slow in my standards. And she kisses him on the cheek and says, I know, I just worry about you. And Deku's like blushing and he's like, aw, stop that, you don't have to. But Ida just rants on him a little bit more, saying, but still, that was still dangerous. That you shouldn't have done that. And she's doing a karate chop thing, saying this and this and that, and the rules are the rules. Basically, yeah, she's much more chilled. I mean, like way more chilled. But she still has her standards. She still has Ida. She's still Ida in a way. Now, I'm not actually going to do the UA thing. I just wanted to do this one really quick, and I'll probably do it in a couple, probably in 3 hours or so. So yeah, like, comment, and do subscribe to the channel. And if you guys want to know freaking what happens next, let's just say that Deku trains by cleaning up Dagobah Beach, and yeah, well, no, he trains Ida to actually do it. This time, Ida's going to be the one who has all for one for all. Basically, with a new style of full cowl, Ida's going to be much more faster. And yeah, pretty much that's it. So yeah, do like, do comment, and please do subscribe. And anyway, I'll see you later. This is Fallout Whatever, signing off.